Movie explained here. Today, I have added a 2014 South Korean movie, titled Scarlet Innocence 2014. Abandoned through her professor after their affair, Deokee takes revenge 8 years later, whilst he starts going blind. Spoiler ahead, after getting stuck in a sex scandal, literature professor Shim is pressured to go away sole to educate in a small, rural city till the problem is settled, leaving his depressed wife and daughter Jong-hae. Kyu will become worried in a relationship with Deokee, a naive ticket dealer for a soon-to-be dismantled enjoyment park. Their dating fast spreads to the city residents and significantly disturbs Deokee's death. Eventually, Kyu's call is cleared with the assist of his friend, Dong-woo, permitting him to educate at his university. Before he departs, Deokee well-known shows that their preceding intimacy had made her pregnant. After aborting the baby, Kyu leaves, promising to go back for Deokee. Instead, he is going again home and offers respite to his miserable wife. Though Kyu continues to be going to the rural city for a while, he avoids Deokee, telling her to wait. One night, Kyu visits her home to bribe her into never talking. They're dating once more for a sum of money. During the conflict, Deokee forgets to show off the stove, which engulfs her house together along with her mom still inside. Receiving distressing calls from Jong-hae, Kyu returns home to locate that his wife has dedicated suicide. 8 years later, Kyu has grown to be a success writer, however is main a wild lifestyle, which include drinking, smoking, and playing, turning into closely indebted. With inside the process, at the identical time, he learns that an infection is threatening his vision. Jong-hae, meanwhile, is starting to slip away and visit a club, in which she meets Deokee, who has taken up the identification of Yoon-mi and is shifting. Because the Shim's new neighbor, Deokee starts to often generally tend to the Shim as Kyu spirals down because of his debt and his firing from his university, additionally recommending him an ophthalmologist who best makes him blind. Eventually, the gambling boss, Mr. Choi, forces Kyu to signal agreement sending Jong-hae to Japan to work as a prostitute and go back for a hefty sum of money. During Kyu's period of mourning, Deokee exhibits her identification and her anger to him, announcing she can be able to keep to make him go through till he dies. She is also discovered to have found out Kyu's place and situation from Dong-woo and want to have sex with him. However, Deokee is horrified while the now skilled Jong-hae manages to go back home. Jong-hae famous that she already is aware of what Deokee had done to her family, consisting of recommending the mock ophthalmologist, promising to go back her revenge again to her through her client, a Japanese man who controls Mr. Choi's casino. Deokee's settlement with Mr. Jong-hae then forces Deokee right into a surgical operation carried out with the aid of using the ophthalmologist after he became beaten to provide her eyes to her father. Before the operation, Kyu apologizes to the tearful Deokee, telling her that he'll make the whole lot right for her and Jong-hae. The movie closes with the now blind Deokee sitting close to a lake and grabbing her hand became Kyu, who watches her and says, "Deokee, I love you." In case you discover this video beneficial, then subscribe and share on your friends and press the bell button. Thanks for watching.